Hello, welcome to a policy primer on violence and criminal behavior in Facebook Live. This primer aims to shed light on the implication of unregulated Facebook Live to users and the wider community. Facebook Standards is a set of rules of what is allowed or not on Facebook. The policy rationales mention that Facebook is committed to maintaining safety by preventing the potential offline harm and the users with the intent to commit or promote violence. These rules apply to all Facebook features, including Live. Facebook Live enables users, both individual and page, to share real-time video up to 8 hours while interacting with the audience. Until earlier this year, there was no specific regulation for Live. If users view abusive posts, they can encourage to report or contact local emergency for immediate danger. However, Live has been manipulated to mediate live stream contents that blatantly violate these policies, and it directly impacts the real life outside social media. Still fresh in our mind, the tragedy of Christchurch mosque shootings, where more than 200 audience witnessed the glorifications of racism and terrorism that killed 51 people. The first report came 29 minutes after the video started. Within 24 hours, the video has been shared 1.5 million times before being taken down. However, it was too late. The video has spread to other platforms like YouTube, Twitter, and Reddit. Also, there are many other horrific live stream graphics contents have gone unnoticed or improperly addressed. So what does it tell us? Number 1. Live has mediated and amplified violence. Matamoros Fernandez stated that the internet had enabled racial identity performance and the productions of power relations and hierarchies or amplified racism mediated by social media platforms. The New Zealand government reported that the amplified terrorism in social media could traumatize relatives and friends of the victims, re-victimize survivors, and shock and disturb the wider public. Furthermore, the Facebook policy only regulates firearms regarding purchase and exchange. It fails to regulate firearms for abusive behavior. Is it related to the US law of guns ownership that allow the citizens who may also Facebook users to possess certain firearms? Number 2. Live has relied heavily on crowdsourcing for flagging violent contents before moderation. As a social media giant, Facebook combined human operator and algorithm to run content moderation and censorship. However, technology needs training to pick up violent behavior. Therefore, it strongly encouraged users to report or flag as a mechanism of governance and legitimation to curate violent contents. And yet, a study reported that over half of live content was never watched. So the question is, who holds power or who should be responsible for moderating or even preventing live stream violence and harassment? A study to the US citizens reported that the majority hope online services and platforms to take control, and 35% expect to see better policy and tools, especially for the harassment. It takes efforts from all stakeholders to apply safety on the internet. Reflecting on Christchurch tragedy, it's like a wake-up call for Facebook and New Zealand. Facebook planned to impose one-strike policy, where the perpetrator of the most serious policies could be banned entirely from Facebook. Also, it invests in research for better technologies and collaborates with Met Police to design attack prevention. New Zealand government imposed a stricter law for gun ownership and license. Even over 100 New Zealanders handed over their guns after the New Zealand shooting. The Internet service provider is also expected to participate in keeping serving the Internet user without discriminating any group of people while maintaining their own safety and business. So what can we do as an Internet user? I believe we need to be a responsible, ethical user while remaining vigilant and responsive to any abusive contents we see or watch in the social media. To conclude, Facebook's policy in regulating safety and violence in live is far from adequate to address the escalating live stream criminal, racial, and terrorist acts. Although difficult, it takes effort from the government, platforms, internet providers, and users to help govern live stream content in Facebook and social media. Thank you.